And we're in. And welcome back to Terraria. I'm right here. Don't worry, I'm still here. So, last episode, we took care of the last celestial pillar, which was my personal favorite, the Stardust pillar. I was talking smack about it being easy, and then it smacked me back for fun, proving that it is still difficult. And we fought the Moonlord in our old arena, which, not gonna lie, we did way better than I thought we were going to. Got him down to final phase. All three eyeballs were out and the core was exposed. I perished right after that, but we did get a lot further than I thought. Especially when I used improper arena. It was, like I said, my very first arena I ever used. So today, I wanted to make sure that we beat the Moonlord. Step one of that, no pets. They're going to get in the way. And you keep this as pure as possible. Step two, actually let me turn off enemy spawns real quick so I can show off what I did. I made my current arena that I use all the time. Say hello to simplicity at its best. Yeah, you expected something fancy? Nope, it's just pillars of honey and a couple bass statues and heart lantern and campfires. If you remember, in my old arena I had heart lantern and campfires and that was it. No honey for regen, no bast for defense. And you may have noticed it's raining right now. Well, as I said before, I'm going to freeze time at night because I'm going to fight at night anyways, and it's going to last the entire night. This way it's just easier. But I waited for the rain because we'll be using a completely different method to what I normally do for, anything. So if we come back down here to my base, I spent time off camera farming, and I needed to farm because I needed about 39 platinum. Yeah, 39 platinum. Why? Because I got a whole nother set of gear, and I reforged it, so that way we can take on the Moonlord with our best odds of winning. Now this might be a bit overkill, but overkill is good. So, if you recall, my current build is, I reforged this to Unreal. That's part of the reason why I needed 39 platinum. Actually it was like 38 and change, but it was 39 platinum. This was godly, we made it Unreal. And of course we have the Ranger emblem, the Ninja gear, the Brain of Confusion, the Terror Spark, the Celestial, our Duke Fish on wings, which I still don't know if they're better or not than the Empress wings. I just know they have a lot of verticality, which is why I like to use them, and the Ankh Shield. We have the Shroomite Mask for increasing gun damage, and a full Shroomite armor. This is what we used, plus our Chlorophyte bullets, and our godly Vortex Beater, and our improper arena, to which we got to the final phase. And that was with me screwing up a few times. So, I sat down, and I thought to myself. Actually, I didn't sit down, I laid down and thought to myself. If we went old school last time, I think it's time to go traditional to beat the boss. Now what do I mean by that? Well, simply put, in all these boss fights I've done different methods I normally don't do. The Wall of Flesh. Usually I do a lot more, but I try to keep it minimalistic this time. I mean, normally I would actually flatten out everything here and fill with lava. I'd put sunflowers, I'd put campfires and heart lanterns, but I didn't feel like doing that. Duke Fishron. After the first match I would have switched classes. Unless I was doing Summoner, then I would have found a different way to do it, but I was stubborn. Golem. I would have done my old arena. There's so much I did differently this time, but I figured with the Moonlord, let's just keep it traditional and simple. That's why I tried my first arena, and that's why I'm using this. And by the way, this is not an original design. I've seen this design before by several other Terraria YouTubers. If I could think of the one that actually inspired me, I would mention it. Unfortunately, my memory's on the fritz. Gotta upgrade it, but I'm sure if you know like the top 5 Terraria tubers, you'll recognize it. And you'll also recognize that I will not be using my broom because of the pillars. I'm using the Shrimpy Truffle mount, which is the mount you get from Duke Fishron on Expert mode. Now, the special thing about the Shrimpy Truffle is normally it's incredibly slow, like it's not even worth riding. That's because it gets a bonus in water, which allows it to move faster, and it's something you might not have known, is actually boosts your stats while it's in this hydrated form, we'll call it. Yeah, we'll call it hydrated form. And both honey and rain actually sustain this form. So if it wasn't raining, the honey would keep us in this form. I just went for the rain because aesthetically it's so nice for a final fight. So basically we'll be flying around, shooting the Moon Lord, going up and down, using our boost, keeping our honey up. You know, round and around we go. Where do we stop? Only the baby Shrimpy Truffle Fishron knows. And that's going to be the plan. Now there are further upgrades I could do. You can make heart generators. You can use, whatchamacallit? Heart statues, which I never found one, to also make hearts, and all that good stuff. But this is just the arena we're going to go with. And we're also, again, doing it at night for our werewolf form, so we get increased stats from that. And also, you may have noticed, well, if you're doing all this, you don't need wings, right? That is true. We don't need wings. Which is why I have a whole nother armor set that I mentioned. Because, let me just compare the two real quick. We will be on a mount, we do not need our running boots, and we do not need wings. So, those were 2 wasted slots. But then I remember, this is Ranger. They really don't have that very many accessories, so what I did was I went and farmed, again for the platinum, and I got myself a Avenger emblem, which I already had, but I went and got another Lucky emblem, I went and got another emblem, which I switched into a Lucky Ranger emblem. Thank you, Shimmer. I love that just thing. I didn't have to fight, a million walls of flesh. I just got another one. And then I had to get another one to make a Destroyer emblem. And for those of you who don't know, wait, Destroyer emblem made of something? Anyways, you take an emblem like this, and you combine it with, I think if you take all 4 emblems plus the souls for the mech bosses, you get the Avenger emblem, which is a straight 12 all around versus the 15 for your specific class. Luckily they do stack, I believe. If they change that, then this is a wasted slot. Oh well. But then if you combine this Avenger emblem with an Eye of Golem, which is a rare drop from Golem, you can make the Destroyer emblem, which is a 10 increased damage, which is down from 12, which is down from 15, but it does give you 8% chance to crit. And you may have noticed, everything here is lucky. That's right, we're going full crit. Look at that 72 crit without potions. Now, I know I've said that I believe damage is better overall. I've seen videos on it, I've tried to do the math myself, and it seems like it should work. But here's a little hint. I don't think it works for range and mage. Now what do I mean by that? Well, I was doing a DPS check, and with my original setup, I was hitting about 2,000 on average with a high of 2,400, with all my buffs and everything active. But with my crit build, I was hitting on average 4,000 with a low, i.e. no crit, of about 2,600 because of all the crits. Because when I have all my potions on, this goes up to about 85-86%, which means only 14 bullets in the 100 we shoot aren't going to crit. So overall it works out to just be consistently higher DPS and just overall better. And I've always known this, which is why on range and mages I always go crit. But I want to say, like, wait, the math says to go damage. No, it doesn't. The game says to go crit if you hit 20 times in a second. So we're going full crit, fully optimized. Like I said, we are taking down the Moon Lord. That is the only thing happening today. And to that end, I went and got myself a couple more items that I've already farmed, but I want to show off. We have steak, which is a rare drop, but I think it's the best food you can get in the last 16 minutes. And then I did some fishing for platinum. Gotta do all the resources to get all the money. And I was able to get myself some pink pearls. I only got 2 out of Oh, I don't want to mention the number. It was so infuriating to get 2 pink pearls. But basically, I have the greater luck potions, which I believe also help with crit. But as you can see, I only have 2, so I only have enough for 2 fights. So I'm kind of going all in and hoping to beat Moonlord right here and right now. So with all that said, there's only one thing left to do. Craft the emblem. These are the ones we already had. Don't worry, I'm not cheating yet to get more. Again, it's not cheating. It's technically I'm losing out by just spawning in the Celestial Sigil. But this is a legitimate one from everything we already had. So, let us take off all of our buffs. Look at those menacing blue eyes. And let's do this. Let's beat Moonlord. So, gear equipped. Potions ready. Actually, I need to grab the stake because I don't know if stake works in that inventory or not. So let me just come down here real quick. No, not my potion chest, my stake, thank you. Swap our bullets. I made way too many of those, but I do not care. I really don't. So, are you ready? Today, we beat the Moonlord. And then after that, we have some fun to do with endgame gear. Let's do this. As I sit here, I wonder, is that a meteor or just a ball of fire? Or is it something else? I wonder. Impending doom approaches. So we have our Rod of Discord, if we remember to use it. We have our potion, which I'm going to activate when Moonlord gets here. And let's do this! Alright, Moonlord, me and you. We've been down this road before. Wait. Darn it, I think... I'll still leave that off. But okay, take a few hits. And a few more, please. There we go. Now it's evened out. Alright, Moonlord. It's you and me. I'm ready for you this time. This time I'm trying, and this time you're going down. Look at that damage. Look at that dodging. Look at that. The other eye's already almost gone. Where are you shooting that laser, huh? Where's that laser going? I'm going up and around. Ooh, I'm taking hits. I'm taking hits. Look at that. Your eyeballs are almost gone. One's gone. Alright. Both are gone. Careful, careful. Get the right angle. There you are. Take the hits. Take the hits. No teleporting for you. Open up your other eye. Please and thank you. Focus on dodging. There it is. We get that eye out. Yes, we can, which means it's just the core. I'm at half health. Got to get a potion off. And all we gotta do is the last bit of damage. Okay, gotta heal off. Ooh, look at all those projectiles. You see, without respawning the Moonlord every few seconds, actually lets us do more damage. Ooh, look at that beautiful dodging. That's right, Moonlord. This is the power of a full crit try-hard Mechanist. Look at that, I'm almost at full health just from natural dodging. You're nothing when I try. See? You're nothing when I try. Now, there's only one thing left for me to do. Only one more thing. And boom. So, let us now view the credits for the first time in an appropriate setting. Oh, dang it. I was hoping you were on the other side. That's right, you heard me. I have never viewed the credits, so I made a special area to view the credits. The beginning problems of dealing with zombies. I do love Terraria. I've played and beaten this game I don't know how many times. Okay, the merchant, the traveling merchant. Trying to sell each other items. Nobody wants to buy. That's funny. Ooh, they're like, we can make money off the angel statue. I love it. Red digit. Cynics. Yeah. Yeah, I've never viewed the credits because I knew one day I'd make a video on it, so I didn't. Instead, I spent my time, let's see, the demolitionist and the arms dealer. Explosives are better, guns are better. It's like, everybody want a drink? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I designed this place for viewing credits, specifically. Took a while to design it, but I think it's worth it. I just didn't account for the chair placement, unfortunately. Oh well, I got everything else right. I like it. Goblin Tinkerer and the Mechanic, oh, they are in love. I know they implied that, but... I love this game. I've put probably a couple thousand hours into it, and I just love it. I want to play it again and again and again and again. In fact, I'm going to. Next time I'll be doing a special playthrough, but we're not done yet. I still got a few things to do, like defeat Betsy. Speaking of which, the tavern keeps up there. Oh, we sent him home. That's cool. So it's credits, but it's also like the end story. The mechanic and the goblin do end up a couple. We send the bartender back. These people are all having a party, celebrating. And of course, there's a party girl. Who wants cake? Even the rabbits want cake. Ah, this is really cool. Now the question is, do I have to make a credit scene every time? Or do I reuse the same one? I think I might make a new one every time. Okay, the mushroom's all alone. The cloth, oh. The clothier's chasing down the mushroom. Let's see what we have, the dye trader and the princess and the stylist, right? And the pirate. Speaking of, there's the pirate. Showing off their rare bait and fish and... I love this game. I really do. So, what do we still have to do? Well, now I defeat Betsy with some endgame gear. Other than that, I might have to think of a thing or two to do. Ah, the zoologist. I forgot about the zoologist and the golfer. Get your animals off my lawn. I'm trying to putt through. Yeah, I might get endgame gear, take on all three mechanical bosses at the same time, defeat Betsy, a couple of small things to do while I finish setting up our next playthrough. Skeleton Merchant. Oh, now I know where he gets all of his merchandise. From those piles of bones everywhere. No wonder he's a skeleton merchant. He actually sells his stock exclusively from skeletons. Credits. The only credits I don't mind skipping, mainly because I can't. Well, I guess I could log out and log back in. Oh, is the dryad done and so it becomes a tree? That's a little sad. Because I think that's like supposed to be the last dryad. They were a race of people that the Moon Lord that took care of them all, we'll say. Oh, the steampunker was working on the cyborg. I was wondering who was taking care of him. I thought it was the mechanic. I guess it's the steampunker. It feels good to see the credits for the first time, because Terraria never really had credits. I think it was an option. Santa and the tax collector. Was the tax collector nice after we freed their soul from the underworld? It looks like it. Must have lowered their taxes when I took over. Otherwise, why would Santa be nice? I love this game. It's been going for what, over 10 years now? Still getting free updates. We're waiting on the final update to the finale. This feels right, seeing these credits. I don't know how else to explain it. Sorry, normally I'd be jabbering all over the place, but... I don't know, it just... has a feeling over me. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever reviewed them, so I imagine this is what everybody who played Terraria felt like when they first saw the credits after playing it for how long? How many years? Okay, there's no more little pictures, so now it's probably the last few people who worked on it. Great creators, all of them. I mean, this is easily one of the best games ever made. I'm putting it up there like a top 10 all-time list. For me. For most people, I know they're going to go to Minecraft over Terraria, but I think they're missing out. I really do. The people who would prefer... No, I'm not saying anything. You know, play the game you want. You know, not everybody likes 2D. Some people prefer 3D. Terraria's more about boss fighting. Minecraft's more about building and expressing yourself through building. And Terraria's definitely more of a single-player game. You can play multiplayer, whereas Minecraft is more multiplayer, which you can play single-player. So I understand. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but if you play Minecraft, I feel like at least once in your life, you gotta try Terraria. Oh, looks like we're almost done. The Lizard Man and the Princess? That's not what I was expecting. Are they inviting him to a dance? Oh, time for the special, the Torch God. There's Chippy, Pedguin. How many of these do you recognize? I recognize a few. Notch. I recognize a few of them. How about you? Alright, here's the final ensemble. Everybody's here, and there I am. It's cool to actually put your character at the time of the credits. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making an amazing game, of which I've gotten way too much enjoyment out of over the years. And I still want to, because up next, I was really going to sit here. We still got a few things to do, you know, a few bosses to defeat, and of course we gotta see what loot we got. So, we got a piece of moon squid, which I believe is a pet. Yep, that's not creepy at all. Actually, I like that better than the alien, although it's still an alien. But more importantly, what did we get from our treasure bag? Now, I was predicting that we were going to get the Nebula summon weapon. So, let us see, shall we? I'm hoping for Star Wrath, the Dolphin Machine Gun, or Celebration Mark II. Of course, I'll also take Last Prism, but those are the three I want. So, 1, 2, 3. We got the portal gun. Forgot about that. We got Luminite. We got the suspicious looking tentacles. We got the other pet. We got Lunar Flare. Well, that's better than nothing. It's an endgame mage weapon. Interesting. And we got the Terrarian yo-yo. I don't think we've ever used a yo-yo. I've actually never completed a yo-yo playthrough. So we got the globe that lets us go upside down, and we got the starboard, and the mask. So really good haul, but didn't get anything I wanted, but at least we didn't get anything bad. What a game. What a game. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed playing. And if you did, please consider hitting the like button and impacting the subscribe button. It'll help out in the long run. With all that being said, this has been The Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.